Okay, and here's how you set it up for putting the bottom canvas on. Lay it out. You'll need to lay it out top side up first because you're going to put in the braces. Or ribs, or whatever you'd like to call these. The first time that you put this in, you're going to swear that you're going to break it. Don't worry, you won't. Put it in, flip it up. Usually pushing the bottom side in first works better than trying to push the top side in. Because on the top side you have these to contend with, on the bottom side it's a nice smooth transition. Try to get the braces as close to the edge as you can when you're doing this, because you want this to actually be a little closer together than it'll actually be. When we really use this, we'll have the brace like up here, and that'll spread it further apart, but we want the canvas to be nice and taut, so we do it at this point. When we use it at the reel, it'll get that canvas nice and stretched tight. So got the one in. See if I can figure out where I put the other spreader. About the spreaders, this one is out of 3/4 hardwood plywood. I prefer that. I had a scrap of it, so I used it. It's nice and stiff. This one's out of 2 layers of scraps from this that have been glued together. It works, but it's not very stiff. It bends a lot more when you're trying to put it in. It's acceptable, but it's not great. It also has sharper edges to it because I didn't dare sand off as much round over as I did on this one, so it tends to dig in a bit more. Once again, I'm keeping it as close as I can to the cockpit area here so that there's less spread here. But that's it for that part of the prep. The spreaders are in. We very, very carefully, so we don't jostle things. Flip it over. And now you are ready to canvas the bottom. I need to fill these 2 spots in. This one I had the spacers on still when I did this first coat, so I need to fill this in. I'll wet the whole thing up and wet the large canvas up and get ready to put it on.